5.
All right. Hi, everyone. Russ Crutcher with Baum, Chevrolet, Buick in Clinton today. Coming to you this month with the December Tech Talk. The holidays are fast approaching, and we'd like to wish everyone a very happy holiday season. With that in mind, today we're going to start taking a little deeper dive into our vehicle settings in our vehicle, and we'll start at the very basic information. And as we go throughout the next couple of months, we're going to dig into a lot more complicated stuff, and we'll try to simplify that for you to make it easier for you. So this month, our topic of conversation is going to be a very basic door locks and power unlock and lock. And we're going to talk about your key fob a little bit as well. So in order to get started today, we're going to be on our vehicle, and we're going to go to our settings function on our screen. So on your radio screen, what you're going to do is you're going to tap on your settings function, which is on most of our newer vehicles in the bottom left-hand side. So you'll tap on your settings option. And as you do, you'll notice that you can arrow up and arrow down through all of your vehicle settings. So today, as I said, we're going to start simple and keep it basic by covering our door locks and our remote lock, unlock, and start. So again, just to back up a little bit, you're going to go to your settings and then arrow down one time till you see power door locks. So the first function we're going to have today is going to be power door lock. And when we look at this feature, the first thing you're going to see is the open door anti-lockout feature on it. So on that feature, and again, it gives you kind of a cheat sheet on the right-hand side to let you know what it does, what the feature does. With the open door anti-lockout, what it does is that when your door is open, it will prevent the vehicle from locking. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on this feature on the radio screen, and then to kind of give you an example of what it does, we're going to open the door. And again, when the door's open, it's going to prevent your doors from locking. So in this example, the door is open. If I hit the lock tab, it's going to automatically unlock the door anytime it's open to prevent it from locking the keys in the car for you. So again, that would be your open door anti-lockout feature. And when it's turned on and the door is open at any time, it prevents the door from locking. So that's our first function on our power door locks. We're going to turn this off real quick to move on to the next feature. And simply tap on it to turn it off. The next feature under the power door locks is your auto door unlock. Now, a lot of people get this feature confused, but again, what the auto door unlock is it basically locks and unlocks the door when you shift into drive or into park. So not to get confused with any of the additional lock features we're going to talk about. So this basically has to do with the shifter on the vehicle. So when we select auto door unlock, and I'll back that up again, under your power door lock option, you'll have an auto door unlock. So again, you have an option here of selecting all doors or just your driver door, or you can even turn this feature off. But when we select all doors and we shift into drive, you'll notice all the doors locked. As we go back into park, our doors will unlock. In the event that, maybe you work at some place that's a little shady, you can go to the driver door option, and then what will happen is when you shift, it will lock all the doors, but when you go back into park, it'll just unlock your driver door. Again, for your safety. And the other option is off, where when you shift, it'll lock and stay locked until you physically unlock the doors. So most people prefer all doors. When you get somewhere, you shift into park, all the doors unlock, so anybody sitting in the vehicle can get out of the vehicle without having to reach up and unlock the doors for them. So that's our second feature. The third feature on the power door locks is your delayed door lock. And again, you just simply select delayed door lock. In this event, what happens when you go to lock the doors is it will pause for about 5 seconds, and then after 5 seconds, it will lock the door. That's a great feature if you might be one to forget your keys in the car, or you forget your wallet or your purse in the car. It's going to give you an opportunity of about 5 seconds so that you can get back in the vehicle before it locks and grab those items that you may need for work. Again, you simply go to your screen, select the on option, And again, when you lock your doors, it will pause 5 seconds before it locks. So, and again, your options are on or off on the delayed door lock. And again, if you're forgetful like me, that might be a good option to turn on. So that's covering the power door locks. The next thing we're going to move on to is the remote lock, unlock, and start feature on your vehicle. Now with this option, again, the first thing you see on there is remote lock. So moving forward, everything we're going to talk about is going to have to do with the key fob. So we'll discuss these options and show you how they work. Simply select remote lock, unlock, and start. And again, you'll see a list of menu options for the vehicle settings with the remote key fob. The first one on our list is remote unlock light feedback. So again, on your key fob, it'll look like this button right here. It looks like the unlock button. And that's the feature that we're going to be talking about here. Simply tap on remote unlock light feedback. And again, you've got two options here. You can either select off or you can select flash lights. Now, in the event you're coming out to your vehicle and it's dark, as it's getting darker earlier now, it will flash the lights when you hit the unlock tab on your key fob, allowing you front headlights and rear lights so that you can see your way around the vehicle as you're heading out to it. The other option on here is off, and again, if it is turned off, it will not flash the lights when you hit the unlock on the key fob. The next option on our list is remote lock feedback. So with your remote lock feedback, simply tap on it. So again, we've got four options here. On the remote lock, it's this button that you see right here. It looks like a simple lock. And the four options are: one, off. The second one is lights and horn. And a lot of people get that confused because they think when you hit that lock button, it's going to flash lights and honk the horn. What it actually does is when you hit the lock button the first time, it locks the doors. On the second push, when you hit it a second time, that's when it will honk the horn. This feature is usually used when you're trying to remote start your car early in the morning and it may be parked outside. So the option here allows you to hit it one time and it will flash the lights. Now, if you're trying to remote start it and you're inside the house, you're probably not going to see those lights flash. So when you select lights and horn, you can push it the first time, flash the lights, push it a second time, then you'll hear the horn honk on the vehicle, and at that point you know it's safe to remote start it and the doors are locked. So that's lights and horn. The next option you'll see is lights only. So again, if you just want the lights to flash as you're coming out to your car in the evening, when you hit the lock button, it's going to flash the lights for you. The other option is horn only. So instead of flashing the lights when you come out to your vehicle, you'll hit the lock button and it will honk the horn. So in the event you may be a deer hunter, and I know there's a lot of you out there, sometimes when we go hunting in the morning and it's dark, we don't want to set off any noises to maybe spook anything, whether it be deer or whatever you're hunting for. So in that instance, you can simply hit the off option on here. And when you select off and you hit the lock on your key fob, it won't flash the lights, it won't honk the horn, it just locks the doors and it's silent without any lights flashing. So that's our remote lock feedback. The next option we have is our remote door unlock. Now again, this pertains to your key fob and when you're unlocking your doors. So under remote door unlock, your options, tap on it, and you'll see that it's set for driver door right now. And again, when you hit your key fob, the unlock tab, it will just unlock the driver door only. On the second push of that unlock, it'll unlock the remainder of the doors. Most people prefer to have all doors, in which case when you're walking out to your vehicle, you hit the unlock tab and it unlocks all four doors at the same time. So simple option for you, but again, using the key fob, unlocking your vehicle, that's your two options that you need to set up. For security, you may want to just do driver door. If you work in a safe environment, I would just put it at all doors and one push of the key fob on the unlock and it'll unlock all the doors. So the remote door unlock we discussed. The next feature you may find in your vehicle is remote start auto heated seats. And if you've got heated seats in your vehicle, You can turn this option on, and anytime you remote start your vehicle, which is the little 3/4 of a circle on your key fob, what happens at this point when you remote start your vehicle and it's below 45 degrees, it will automatically start the vehicle and it will turn on your heated seats as well, so that it takes some of the chill out of them in the morning. Again, under the remote start, your vehicle runs for 10 minutes on its own, then it will shut itself off. You can remote start your vehicle a second time and it will run an additional 10 minutes. After that second remote start, though, you're going to want to physically get in your car and make sure you start it using the start-stop button or the key in the ignition. So, remote start auto heated seats. If you have cooled seats, there may be an option for that as well, so that in the summertime it'll turn on the cooled seats to cool your seats down if they're very hot. Next is a remote window operation. We don't discuss this too much, but there is an option where you can turn on the remote window operation, and very good in the summertime. If you come out to your vehicle and you push and you hold the unlock button and hold it in for about 3 seconds, it will roll down all the windows in your vehicle, allowing some of that hot air to escape before you actually get in your vehicle. So again, another preference you may want to use. Again, I only encourage you to do that in the summertime. And if you do use it, make sure you're going to have good weather, because you certainly don't want to come out to your car when it's pouring down rain and you've rolled all the windows down. So that's remote window operation. And next, most of our vehicles now have passive door locks on them. You'll notice them most of the time on the outside of your door handle. It'll look like a little chrome tab on your door handle towards the rear of the door handle. And what it does is you can walk up to that with the key in your pocket or your purse, and you can hit that tab and it will unlock the doors for you without having to get your key fob out of your pocket. So on that feature, on the passive door unlock, you've got two options. Again, just like with the key fob, you can select driver door only, or you can select all doors, so that when you hit that tab on the door handle, it will either unlock all the doors or just the driver door only. Again, when you're in driver door only, if you hit that tab a second time, it'll unlock the rest of the doors as well. So the next thing I want to talk about is your passive door lock. This is kind of a neat feature. Again, I encourage you to practice with this a little bit to make sure it's going to be right for you. But just like with the passive unlock we were talking about with the chrome tab on the door handle, you can also hit that tab and it can lock your doors. But with the passive door lock system that's built into our vehicles, the three options you have here are off. Now again, with the passive door lock, if it is turned off, you can still hit the tab on the outside of your door handle and it will lock your doors. But with the passive door lock system, what happens with the passive door lock system is it will automatically lock your doors once you're away from the vehicle. So if you're someone that oftentimes forgets to lock your doors, the passive door lock will do it for you without any hesitation. So, and again, with that option, you simply tap on, and when it's on, as you walk away, again, it locks your doors. I do encourage you, though, if you are going to use this feature, I do encourage you to use it on with the horn chirp, so that at that point, when you're walking away from the vehicle, if you do hear the horn chirp, it signifies that you have locked your doors, or your doors have locked on your vehicle. And again, at that point, it's a good time to remind you to check to make sure you've got your keys in your pocket. So that's passive door unlock, or passive door lock, sorry. And then last but not least, on our remote lock, unlock, and start features is the remote left in vehicle alert. And again, if you're someone that drives with the key fob maybe in your cup holder, or not in your pocket or your purse, you can turn on the remote left in vehicle alert. Anytime you get out of that vehicle, whether it's running or it's not running, it will honk the horn to alert you that your keys are in the vehicle. This is a feature that if you're someone, and I don't encourage this, but if you are someone that leaves the keys in your car when you get out of it, and say you park in the garage and you just leave your keys in there so that anyone can jump in it, if you do that, I do encourage you to turn that remote left in vehicle alert off, because if you do come home late at night and you get out of your vehicle and leave your keys in it, it's going to honk the horn, and you certainly don't want to wake up anybody in your house. So again, guys, that is remote lock, unlock, and start features on your vehicle. And today, guys, we covered power door locks and remote lock, unlock, and start features. Next month, we're going to dig in a little bit deeper to our vehicle settings, and we'll start talking about climate and air quality, and we'll even cover our collision detection systems. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining me this month on our December Tech Talk. Again, my name's Russell. Feel free to email or send us any questions you may have regarding any of your vehicle needs or questions, and we'll reach back out to you and answer those questions for you. Again, I'd like to wish everybody a very happy holiday season. I hope you have a great one. Thanks for your time this year, and we'll look forward to seeing you in 2021.